A movie about sheep solving a murder mystery has a 95% Rotten Tomatoes score. No, seriously. And somehow, it's becoming one of the most talked about surprise movies of the year. Welcome back to Movizo. Now when most people hear the title The Sheep Detectives, they probably assume it's some weird family movie they'll never watch. I thought the same thing. But then I looked at the reviews. I looked at the cast. And suddenly this became a movie I couldn't ignore. Because what started as one of the strangest movie concepts of the year is quickly turning into one of the biggest surprise success stories. And now it's heading to Prime Video this week. That's right. The Sheep Detectives arrives on Prime Video on June 24th after its theatrical release. And judging by the reaction so far, a lot more people are about to discover this movie. The biggest reason: the reviews. Critics have given the film an impressive 95% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Even more surprising, audiences are loving it too, with a 96% audience score. For a movie with this kind of bizarre premise, those numbers are hard to ignore, and that's exactly why people are starting to pay attention. So what is this movie actually about? Hugh Jackman plays a shepherd named George. Every night George reads detective novels to his flock of sheep. He assumes they're just sheep. He assumes they don't understand a thing. Turns out they understand everything. Then George is found dead. And before you ask, that's revealed in the trailer. So the mystery begins. Instead of waiting for humans to solve the crime, George's sheep decide to investigate the case themselves. They follow clues, study suspects, analyze evidence, and basically become their own detective team. Honestly, it's one of those ideas that sounds completely ridiculous when you hear it, but somehow the movie makes it work. And a huge part of that comes from the talent involved. Let's talk about Hugh Jackman for a second. Most audiences know him as Wolverine. Others know him from The Greatest Showman, Prisoners, and a long list of major Hollywood projects. So seeing him lead a cozy murder mystery about highly intelligent sheep is definitely not something fans expected. That's part of the appeal. It's a very different role from what people usually associate with him. And based on early reactions, it seems audiences are enjoying that change. But Hugh Jackman isn't the only big name here. The film is packed with Hollywood talent. Emma Thompson, Nicholas Galitzine, Tossin Cole, and then the sheep themselves are voiced by an incredible lineup that includes Patrick Stewart, Bryan Cranston, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and Bella Ramsey. That's a seriously stacked cast, and it explains why a movie that could have easily felt like a gimmick is getting so much attention. What's really interesting is that critics aren't just calling it funny. They're describing it as emotional, thoughtful, surprisingly smart. And that's where the conversation around this movie has changed. People expected a silly comedy. What they got was a mystery story with heart. That's a big reason why the Rotten Tomatoes scores are so high. The movie seems to be offering more than audiences expected. And whenever a film exceeds expectations, people start recommending it. That's exactly what's happening here. In my opinion, this might end up being one of the biggest surprise hits of the year, not because it has the biggest budget, not because it's a massive franchise, but because nobody expected it to be this good. Sometimes the movies everyone is talking about aren't the obvious blockbusters. Sometimes it's the strange little movie with a weird premise that catches everyone off guard. And right now, The Sheep Detectives feels like that movie. But what about you? Would you actually watch a murder mystery where sheep become detectives? Or does this concept sound completely crazy? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this update, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Movizo, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest movie and TV news. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.